Happened again. It's our first time since the 17th of January we've done an episode like this. Hi everyone, welcome to episode 19 of our Congress series. Today is, let's see here, the 13th of February. And today we're talking about the 19th Congress. And it's a doozy. It's a split Congress. One of the 22 Congresses in American history that has one party controlling the House and another party controlling the majority in the Senate. What parties control both houses? We'll get to that in a moment. So, according to my great big massive notes here on my Chromebook, which is just literally a Google Doc that I have on my Google Drive, because who has time to write stuff out on a note card and look up and read? The hell was that? My TV, okay, maybe I need to, excuse me, maybe I need to, yeah, I'll turn it off after I'm done recording this episode. So anyways, 19th Congress. We already wasted 2 minutes. This Congress was in session from 1825 to 1827. Again, it's a split Congress that I have in all caps with quotations, because, you know, that's how I dignify that it's a split. This is actually the third split Congress in American history, up until, 1827. March 4th, I should say. Oh, I just got a Snapchat. Oh, okay. On my phone, not on my iPad or Chromebook. I don't have Snapchat on my iPad, just only Messenger and YouTube and, the important stuff that I have. Snapchat is important, but not for, my iPad. Anyways, sessions. There were two and a special one in this Congress. I feel like I keep wasting time. Keep wasting your guys' time. Let's just get along with it. In the House, we have 213 members. The Speaker is John Taylor, who is part of the Anti-Jackson Party, meaning that he's for John Adams, or John Quincy Adams, I should say. We'll talk about the actual John Adams later on in this video. Not the drink, although that's Sam Adams. But anyway, speaking of the Anti-Jackson Party, they control the House with 110 members, and the Jacksonian Party, or better known as just the Jacksonians, we have 103. So basically for this Congress, ever since the election of 1824, which we discussed in the last episode, basically, Andrew Jackson got a majority. He got the most votes in the Electoral College, but not a majority. So, according to the Constitution, the race was then taken to the House of Representatives, which have to pick among the top three people, which were Jackson, Adams, and William Crawford. We've talked about him several times. William Crawford had a stroke, so then it was down to Adams and Jackson. A deal was made. Adams becomes the next president. Jackson is pissed, and everyone that supported Jackson is pissed. So they made and the people that want Jackson made sure that Adams has the worst presidency anyone has ever experienced, because logic. So yeah, basically, so the two parties are basically anti-Jackson, or the Adams Party, if you want to call it, and the Jackson Party, or the Jacksonians, as you would call. Over in the Senate, you have 48. Again, there's 24 states. The president of the Senate, which again is the vice president, you guys might know who he is. John C. Calhoun. But according to my notes, it's just John Calhoun, because I don't do middle initials unless it's a president or someone important, at least. John C. Calhoun is important in American history because he does a lot of stuff during the administration of Adams and Andrew Jackson, which you might remember in the Adams and Jackson episodes of our President series. But yeah, he was a Jacksonian because, logic. The President pro tempore, we have two of them. They're both Jacksonians. We have John Galliard and Nathaniel Macomb. Again, they're Jacksonians. And the Jacksonians controlled the Senate. So yeah, that's why it's a split Congress. We have people against Jackson control the House, and people for Jackson control the Senate. So yeah, that's why it's a split Congress. For the Jacksonians, we have 25, and the people for Adams, or the people against Jackson, have 23. Yeah, this Congress was honestly a doozy. And somehow gets flipped the other way for the House in the next episode, but we'll get to that tomorrow. Now, what happened during this Congress? What is a major event that happened during this Congress? Well, earlier in the video, we talked about a little bit about John Adams. Well, John Adams and Thomas Jefferson died on the 50th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence, which, as you know, is July 4th, 1776, which is our Independence Day. Since, if you, add 50 to 1776, you get the year 1826, which is, 50 years. And, we talked about it in the John Adams and Thomas Jefferson videos of the President series. Watch those if you haven't yet seen them. So, yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and stay tuned for tomorrow's episode. Stay cool, stay tuned.